Welcome to part 9 of Sonic 4, and we're going into Oil Desert Zone, which is basically...
Oil Ocean.
It's basically Oil Ocean with desert
Sand.
aesthetics. One thing I noticed with this that a lot of people don't seem to pick up on is I find the drum track in this song to borrow bits of Metropolis Zone. I mean, it's not obvious, but I think it's there.
Yeah. It might be like a part like you can hear it.
Anyway, look, we've got the gimmick from Commando Man's stage from Mega Man 10. It's the sandstorm that blows you backwards. Them enemies are annoying as all hell. If you run forward into them trying to homing attack them, but they've got one of them bloody ball things that hurts you. Yeah. But like, you can see what I was on about with the graphics here. Look at that background. That's great.
Yeah. The smoke.
Yeah, that smoke is really cool looking actually. It actually almost looks realistic, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder
but it
who's
still
been
fits
trying
in.
to get all that oil. I wonder who's trying to get the oil.
Yeah.
America?
America. Eggman represents America.
Of course.
Makes sense. Nah, we all know it's BP. They're just gonna leave it on some
Beach.
yeah.
Wash zone.
yeah. Anyway, the wind gimmick in this, it's interesting, but it gets on your tits a bit after a while. That's all I can really say on
It's like, was it as in Crisis City as well in classic Sonic and Generation?
Yeah.
That wind.
I would say this is more annoying than Crisis City. Just because Crisis City, it's one of them, once you know what's going on with the level, you can kind of bluff your way through. Whereas this, you know what's going on, but it makes it awkward.
I've got an achievement in Crisis City without being killed when the wind blows you back in Generations.
I've got the one. Have you got the one from Modern Sonic that you've got to get through that part at the end without getting hit?
Yeah, that's the one I was on.
Oh right, yeah. That it can be a bugger to do actually. I did it by accident.
So I did it first time.
Ow.
So when you did it first time.
It was either first or second time I played it. I remember I got it not long after I got the game.
Oh.
When I got my chance to actually play Generation properly and I had to speedrun it through the day to complete it all, I actually managed to get that achievement on my first and only run through of Crisis City. I was like, damn, that was lucky.
It's alright, I've seen you cock that level up plenty of times, so it doesn't count as a first run.
Yeah.
There's no one here like Planet Wisp in Generations. I hate that level.
I hate
don't
Planet
mind
Wisp in
it.
Generation. So the thing with Planet Wisp is it completely breaks the pace that had been built up over the game.
I just don't like the fact that you have to keep on going up and up. Is that what you're on about?
No, I don't mind Modern's version as much as Classic. I just think it gets boring because it's nearly all in the factory. If they had more,
that's...
if they had more of a 50-50 split between the outside part and the inside part, it wouldn't be that big of a deal.
The outside part is more better, it's like more free flowing.
Yeah,
Like, you're running that.
Yeah, and I don't like the remixes and the music either. I think Planet Wisp is one of my favourite tracks from Colours. The remixes just don't do it justice at all.
I find it odd that like a Wii game was in an Xbox 360 game, with colours representing with Planet Wisp.
Let's not forget that they had Seaside Hill representing the Dreamcast
Exactly,
era.
yeah.
Well, Generations is Generations is sort of a sequel to Colours.
Yeah, canonically it is set directly after Colours.
Yeah, because he discovers a time eater, doesn't he?
But
Yes.
it's mainly due to like that orbit and qubit are there as well.
Yeah, I'm curious as to what they're going to do, like in Lost World, if they're gonna bother trying to explain the whole how Eggman got out of the void thing. I think they'll
That'd
probably
be a
just
bit
ignore
odd.
it, but
Yeah,
but like
just ditch it.
Yeah. Anyway, that was me just going the wrong way for some reason. I'm not sure why.
Qubit and
Going
orbit were
left
passing
in the
by.
Yeah. What's that?
No, there's the reason he escaped. Qubit and orbit were passing by.
Anyway, I like this power. Why don't we kill everything on screen?
Make a death spin.
Yeah. Just smash A to get score, basically.
Wait a minute, they were creating the letter M.
Achievement unlocked. What the fuck happened?
Yeah, essentially. Anyway, I think that part where I was just then, if you turn back round and use the 69 thing, it will speed you back up, and that's where the red ring is. If this is the bit I'm thinking of, but yeah. No, them things can get annoying.
If they hit you, you fall back in the sand.
Yeah. It's kind of quicksand sort of thing, so you can stand on there for a minute or so, and then you just get sort of drowning. And what was the point of them speed boosters?
Why the hell not?
That's Dimp's logic in a nutshell, though. Yeah, down you go.
Oh my god.
Probably eventually get
Army's Pizza haven't had a go
On
for
3 years.
Sonic getting coated in oil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Save the animals. Also, we don't like video games, so we're gonna make a big deal about them for some reason, because that's more important than saving the animals. Peter.
Making Pokemon Black and Blue will make people like us more.
What annoys me is the fact that whoever designed that game obviously knew quite a bit about Pokemon.
They knew
So-
the names, they knew the moves.
They've done their research. It's like they're going out their way to look up things to get annoyed about.
Do you think that at one point during the production of it, it's just like, alright,
No one saw that.
during the production of it, Oshawott will use Vine Whip. No, it doesn't know any grass moves.
Yeah.
How do you know that?
I would love it if it turns out they've programmed all the Pokemon stats into that game.
Yeah. No, Oshawott's base stats are this. You seem to know an awful lot about this.
Yeah. For a game you really don't like, you seem to know a lot about it. Mind you, that is kind of me with 06 and Shadow and Secret Rings and
Every bad game.
Every bad
Every
Sonic
bad
game.
Sonic game, yeah.
Oh, I know quite a bit about Mega Man 86 as well, that sucks.
And Mega Man.
Yeah.
Mainly franchises that have bad games that he knows a lot about.
Yeah. Although I know a lot about Gen 4 as well, that sort of sucks.
Now it doesn't.
Gen 4 was the odd one.
Yeah, it's just...
I think Stephen, it's not. I don't know. It's my 4th worst if I had to pick.
No, I think with Gen 4, the problem is that they overhyped it to a point where it couldn't possibly have lived up to expectations.
I never really
It was a
heard
major
any of
promo
them.
in
I
London,
just
like,
heard.
that's why it was so hyped up.
But you think, we knew about Munchlax from I think 2004, and the games weren't
Yeah.
out till 2007. And that's too long to try and build something up.
Just left Tails trapped.
Oh, wait, he's back. Fuck.
What's that? We were talking about the game, I missed that. Anyway, these things are annoying. Although somehow, I'm not sure how the oil doesn't just set fire, it sort of just skims along the oil.
Magic oil.
Yeah, this is selective oil.
I'll be on fire and now I won't.
You're actually sucking up mud from under the ground.
Yeah.
Flammable mud.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the Sonic game, anything can happen.
Yeah.
We see how much respect these guys have for physics. Let's get the super attack thingy. Or
Maybe
not.
Sonic and Tails are like activists and like Eggman's a corporate arsehole and he's just like oiling, like just getting all the oil from the place and they're trying to stop him.
There is actually a fan theory out there about how Sonic is metaphorical for environmentalism.
God. I'll have to see that.
And I remember X and Shadow from Brain Scratch actually made a piss take video out of like an over-analysis of like Sonic 2, which was great. But yeah, anyway, I wanted the red ring. I don't mind the fact that I've got to get hurt now, but
Yeah.
red
Vulnerability.
rings are great.
Vulnerability helps.
Yeah. There's so many games. Like, I play a lot of Mega Man, so I kind of grasp the concept of abusing invincibility frames whenever I can. Yeah.
Sonic's been through a lot and he's been hit by quite a lot of things. How has he never suffered any fatal injuries? Or
Video
gotten any
game.
scars?
Video
It's a video game. And also, he's the main character, he can't possibly die. Anyway, boss time. It's an interesting concept for a boss, but again, it goes on for too damn long.
You were saying Sonic can't possibly die. What about 06?
He got brought back to life and then that timeline was erased. It doesn't
Yeah.
count.
Yeah, that doesn't. That's not canon. To like most of the fans
it.
anyway.
Transformers, Xbox in disguise. This thing is. He makes this unnecessarily big mech and then doesn't really attack you with it, he just sort of drops boxes.
I see logic in that.
It's like Team Rocket logic.
Team Rocket have started not sucking again in the anime now, which is great ever since they started the Color Adventure series. Yeah.
They did make him serious, didn't they? Like,
Yeah.
Black and white. And
That contributes for about 95% of the reason why I think Black and White, the anime, sucks. I think it's the worst series of the anime since Gen
I
1.
watched a bit, but it's just like the way they talk, it just seems out of place. And
I'll give
Gen 5 tried copying Pole.
Yeah, like Trip, he's not that interesting of a character. He's just a guy.
He's a douchebag.
Yeah, but not. Like, I don't mind him having proper douche characters like Paul from Gen 4, but
Because
Yeah.
Paul pretty much always took the piss out of her. She's pretty much just like, you're an idiot, Ash. What's the fucking point of you?
yeah, and like with Paul, it was kind of when the series started going darker and edgier, and so it was kind of a new concept for a character. Where it's
Yeah,
just
it's all like
doing him
serious
again.
dude.
Yeah, just doing that character again, it kind of loses it.
This boss fight is Tetris.
Yeah,
I was thinking more kind of Catherine from the way it drops them spike boxes.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I could see that being one of the bosses in Catherine, actually, that mech. Even though it's nothing like any of them, it's got that sort
Don't you
of
have to
feel
climb
to it.
up?
Yeah,
Catherine. Don't you?
yeah. And that it's actually the first Atlas game I proper got into, and I do really like that game.
Lots of people like it.
It's a good
Yeah.
like weird game. Like it's
Yeah.
Got bomb boxes.
I would
Yeah.
say it's sort of like an indie game, but it's not
It's
really.
no, it's an Atlas game, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's-
But it's different in a way. It's not generic like Call of Duty 17.
yeah, yeah. You
Hey,
can't.
those games are unique.
Yeah.
How dare you insult
Slightly
it?
change them
Yeah.
every year.
Oh, that made me laugh. They apparently in the latest patch they've changed some of the reload times and that for some of the guns and that. And the guy responsible for doing that has now had like several thousand death threats sent to him personally, just because people don't want to wait 0.4 of a second for the gun to reload. They only want to wait 0.2 of a second.
I would say Black Ops 2 is the best one.
They're all
It's-
the bloody same.
I know they're all the bloody same, but that one is different from like the others. I think
The only one I ever
I just
bothered.
really hate
all the
you,
other
dude.
ones I just don't care
If
about.
you don't notice the differences, you don't know what a good game is.
What's this? You only play platform games, aren't they? Like for 3-year-olds. That's essentially Call of Duty fan logic. To me,
Yeah.
it's not necessarily Call of Duty that's the problem. It's a combination of both the fan bases and
You have a lot of chavs on there as well.
yeah, you get like the worst of the worst I find. But it's not just
Oh, thanks.
no, but like you know the kind of people who send death threats to
Oh,
someone
yeah,
for
you
changing
do
the
get a
gun.
lot. Yeah.
And don't you know if you beat someone at a game, it's obviously because you're not only artificial, but you're also a homosexual.
Yeah. I'm just
Yeah.
And because of bullshit, cheating.
Yeah.
I'm just like a casual gamer. I'm not an arsehole
Yeah.
now.
No,
I just play it
that's
for the
fair
fun.
enough. If you just enjoy the game, that's
Exactly,
fair enough.
yeah.
But it's not. I think
Will
the
do.
thing that pisses me off a lot with it as well is also the way that other companies react to that and try and make kind of Call of Duty claims. And the fact
Battlefield
that
4.
yeah, and the fact that like you look at these top 10 charts or whatever, and like at least 6 of them are first-person shooters.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
won the
It's
boss
basically
Yeah.
taking over the video game.
Oh wait, there was a Sonic game. Yeah.